Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Blues. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Keep
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, Richard. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago!
Jamison Williams
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Blues respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
On 2nd down, Bonds, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw on 3rd down, Richard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Oh, spinning away.
And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to go down again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Richard.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A quick toss out right. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Richard.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Off play action. Richard. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Chicago!
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Blues are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Off the play fake. Richard rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bonds. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Davidson.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And This will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, Richard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down, Richard. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hamilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
It's Hill, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Looking to throw. Richard. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, Richard. And now here is another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here is Hamilton.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On 1st down, it's Hamilton.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle they go. Hamilton. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here we go. Blue 32. Fight 97. Black Ultra. Ready.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
They'll set up to throw. They'll buy some time. And the pressure gets to him again.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.